everybody. This is Stephanie, aka Business Chic Mama, and I'm really excited to be here today because not only do I love business, but I also love inspiring people to help them make a change, or mostly to inspire to make a change. Sometimes we just need to be inspired and to see things in a new angle. So thanks for watching. It's going to be a short video, and at the end of the video I'm going to actually get onto my Etsy account so you can see my actual growth of sales from day one till now. So I'm going to share with you today the one really, I think, aha moment that, turned my shop into a six-figure store in about 2 years. And I started about a couple years ago, and I was going to, wanted to sell online. I already have my business that I sell clothing, and I just was dabbling about, kind of looking around, seeing how much money everyone was making online. I said, you know what, I'm going to try to sell on Etsy. And I decided to come up with the idea of selling a few of these tassels that I was making, and also some extra beads that I wasn't using in my project. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to stick these on and see if they sell. I didn't really have a plan, and I've only put about maybe 20 products or so. I can't really remember exactly how many, but it's about like maybe 2 weeks, and I actually sold something, and I was just like, whoa, I'm so excited because, when you're starting a new business, it's that first sale. It's always really kind of a rush. So I kind of got hooked, and I had this aha moment, and it came because I said, you know what, everyone on Etsy is competing, selling all these products that they make. And there's like thousands of people trying to sell products that they make, but they need supplies to make their product. That's when I came up with the idea to sell, tassels and jewelry making supplies. And I tell you what, it was that decision that has turned my shop into a six-figure grossing Etsy shop. Now, I really believe that anyone can do this because, first of all, if you have a good supply, anyone can do it. If you have, let's say you really like painting, and you find the supplier that will supply really cool paints and paintbrushes and things associated with painting, you can develop a whole shop and, call it a really cool name. Or if you like let's say if you like woodworking, and you find really cool exotic woods, and you sell all these amazing type woods that will go to the people that are selling their woodworking things. Or another example could be, let's say you love the beach and you love shells. You find the supplier to sell all types of exotic shells and even shell parts. I'm telling you, people will buy anything for their craft, for their mosaics. You can do a whole shop just selling shells. And these are, supplies that are, people really do need. So, I just grew this shop from, just a few pieces to now over 500 different supplies for jewelry making. I turned from just tassels I started with tassels, and then I started adding different color tassels, different style tassels, and then I started finding suppliers of jewelry making supplies just online by Googling jewelry making supplies, and I found a whole host of different suppliers, and just started adding to my collection of goods. And now I actually have connected with overseas suppliers that are actually developing my products. So I send them a picture of something, and they actually develop it for me, and that's an exclusive product to my line. So it's just really cool how it all kind of organically grown. But I really think only because I do have 4 other Etsy shops, and when I compare the sales to, like for instance, I have 4 other shops that mostly sell things that I've made, and they do okay, but nothing compared to this type of shop which sells supplies. So if you haven't, if you're not selling on Etsy, this might be a really good idea for you to come up with a really cool niche. Go online and look and see what people are selling. Then you can come up with the supply to sell to them. Because some people on Etsy aren't so savvy. They don't want to deal with going on the internet and finding suppliers. They just go right on Etsy to find their supplies. And you got to be a little more savvy than them. So go find those really deeply discounted suppliers, and they are out there. It just takes work. There's also just 4 other things that I really believe that you need, and you can have a successful shop. Obviously, you've got to have a product that's in demand. You can't just sell, just something that is like not going to sell. You've got to have a demand for the product. So look and see if there's a demand. Go and look, and also test. Test different products to see what the demand is. But you have to have, number one, most important thing, you got to have really good customer service. If someone emails you and you don't email them back for 3 days, guess what? They're going to go somewhere else. Number 2, you've got to have great shipping policies. You've got to ship your product within 1 or 2 days. I ship my products the next day, and I have over 2,000 5-star reviews because I do have good shipping, I have good products, and I have good packaging. And that leads to the next thing, good packaging. It doesn't take a lot of effort to do a cute little package with a little sticker, a little bow. I give a little charm away, and they just love it. It makes them remember who you are. You have to stand out in Etsy. Whether you're selling a supply or something that you make, you've got to stand out. And the last thing is you just have to just really enjoy what you're doing, because if you don't, you're just going to it's just going to fall to the wayside. You're not going to want to get up at night and find suppliers or find cool things for your shop, along with, the great photography. And I can show you in another video how I do my photography. It doesn't cost me anything. Some couple really cool tips on that. So that'll come later. But I hope I inspired you to maybe think of something outside the box that you wouldn't have thought of. And almost like a guaranteed shop, maybe not 6 figures, but I guarantee you can make some type of a living by selling a supply on Etsy. I'm going to show you now just a little glimpse into my Etsy account, and thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be doing some more videos of just so many different cool things, and hopefully you can get inspired. Until then, have a wonderful time getting your Etsy shop going, and we'll speak soon. Here is my Etsy shop, and I just pulled up my all-time revenue, which is, as you can see, almost $144,000. I started at the very end. Here's my starting point of 2015. I think it was around November or December. And then I grew up until, I had a huge, pretty big year. I think it was beginning of 2017. Etsy's changed its algorithm, so it's declined a little bit. But as you can see, last year I think it was almost $90,000. Yeah. Now this is part-time income, guys. I hope I've inspired you today to, if you haven't opened an Etsy shop, to just do it. What else can I say is you just got to get up and going. There's so many tutorials out there. I am planning on doing many more tutorials, but I got to know that you like these videos. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and I will definitely give you some more content, more feedback on products I try. And I just love, inspiring and helping other people. So have a great night, guys, and we'll see you soon.